Welcome back. A better game than Resistance 2 on the Xbox 360 is undoubtedly Left 4 Dead 2. It's one of the best multiplayer games of recent times, and there's just nothing quite like smacking fat zombie bastards with frying pans and baseball bats in co-op play with your buddies. And I also have to mention that Left 4 Dead 2 doubles as pretty good practice for an impending zombie holocaust. Because you never know when, for example, swine flu will mutate into a zombie plague, and once that happens, you better know how to wield random objects as weapons. I'm just saying, may come in handy one day. Left 4 Dead 2 is not technically exclusive because it's also on the PC. But from the perspective of this round, it matters that it's not on the PS3. And why is that, you ask? Well, apparently Valve wasn't interested in developing for the PS3. The PS3 is a total disaster in so many levels. I think it's really clear that Sony lost track of what customers and developers wanted. Now, that was CEO of Valve, Gabe Newell, back in 2007 when PS3 sales weren't that great. But since then, the PS3 sales have picked up, and in February 2010, Valve stated that they will be developing for the PS3 in the future. Apparently it's not a disaster after all, but for now it seems that Left 4 Dead 2 and Portal 2 won't be heading over to the PS3, which is a shame for both Valve and PS3 owners. Left 4 Dead 2 has a Metacritic score currently at 89. Quantic Dream is known for making unique cinematic gaming experiences, and Heavy Rain is a great example of this.
The body of Jeremy Bowles was found this morning on a patch of wasteland in the East End at about 6:30 a.m. 5 days after.
Heavy Rain is a rare emotional gaming experience, and Quantic Dream definitely know how to tell a story, and with Heavy Rain they succeed in many aspects. A large thanks to this goes to the superb graphics, especially the gorgeous character models, with facial animations that truly convey real emotions. The voice acting may be a bit sketchy at points, but the overall experience is immersive, and the choices you make in the game will result in different outcomes. But the single best thing about Heavy Rain is the fact that it feels totally different to anything you've played before. And it's a good example of the diversity PS3 exclusive have to offer. Heavy Rain has a Metacritic score of 87. So what's the best looking game on the Xbox 360? Many would argue it to be Gears of War 2, and I'd say that's about right. Gears of War 2 is also among the best titles on the Xbox 360. It's one of my favorite titles on the console, and it's definitely an excellent game in almost every aspect. Excellent graphics, excellent gameplay, and a decent yet slightly flawed multiplayer component. Gears of War 2 is an excellent showcase of what the Xbox 360 hardware is capable of. The game has sold more units than any PS3 game, and the third installment to the series is bound to be a massive Xbox 360 exclusive. Gears of War 2 has a respectable Metacritic score of 93.
This is it, Dom. This is everything we've been fighting for.
Next up is one of my favorite games from last year, and that game is Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 has proven itself to be the modern-day Tomb Raider, and if there ever was a killer app on the PS3, it is Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. It's a game that excels on all levels. First of all, I'm sure all of you Xbox 360 owners will agree, the game looks amazing. There's really no competition to Uncharted 2 currently on the Xbox 360. The game takes full advantage of what the PS3's hardware has to offer. High-res textures are streamed directly from the Blu-ray disc, and the PS3's GPU alongside with the cell processor pull off some pretty amazing effects and animations that complement the amazing set pieces and scenery in Uncharted 2. The game also plays like a dream, and the voice acting and storytelling will hook you in right from the get-go. All this adds up for a Metacritic score of a cool 96 for Uncharted 2, making it the highest ranked PS3 game to date.
Sure hope you know what you're doing.
I don't have the faintest idea.
And speaking of a cool Metacritic score of 96, Mass Effect 2 on the Xbox 360 shares Uncharted 2's pedestal, and deservingly. It's currently the highest Metacritic ranked game that you will not find on the PS3. I played through Mass Effect 2 on the week that it was launched, and if you watch my video review of the game, you may recall me saying that it's among the best role-playing games ever made. It may not quite achieve the visual fidelity of Uncharted 2, but it's a gorgeous game, and it's definitely among the best looking games on the platform. Mass Effect 2 is on the PC as well, but apparently Microsoft has greased up BioWare Studios enough to make them pass on the PS3 with the Mass Effect series. And if I didn't have an Xbox 360 or gaming PC, this would be the game to make me buy an Xbox 360. Because Mass Effect 2 is just that good. I might even go as far as to say that it's the best game on the Xbox 360.
Even if that means our lives. We will stop.
A Metacritic score of 96 speaks for itself.
For the lost.
Next up is a game that needs very little introduction.
My vengeance ends now.
If you haven't heard of the game, you're probably deaf. It's the first God of War game on the PS3, and it's also a game that's been getting a lot of hype since, well, the launch of the PS3.
I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Expectations were extremely high for the game, and for the most part, God of War 3 meets all those expectations. It's a stunning looking game that competes with the likes of Uncharted 2, and if you look in the dictionary under Epic, you'll find a picture of God of War 3. God of War 3 does not revolutionize the genre, but it's pure hack and slash fun in an epic scale. Not to mention it's one of the goriest games ever made. God of War 3 is the game that will make Xbox 360 owners feel like they're missing out, because there's nothing currently on the Xbox 360 to match it graphically or in its epic scale. God of War 3's Metacritic score is currently at 92. Both the Xbox 360 and PS3 have some excellent exclusive games, and I think there's no shame in buying both consoles to play them on. But the fact is that at this point in time, it's pretty clear that the PS3 offers a more diverse selection of exclusive games. That being said, the future of exclusives on the Xbox 360 is looking far from bleak. Alan Wake, Splinter Cell Conviction, Halo Reach, Gears of War 3, and Mass Effect 3 may in fact turn the tables for the Xbox 360. But until these games are released and meet their high expectations, the PS3 will stay on the pedestal of top platform for exclusive games. The future of PS3 exclusives is also looking pretty decent. Final Fantasy XIV, Team Ico's Last Guardian, Mod Nation Racers, Gran Turismo 5, and David Jaffe's upcoming unannounced PS3 game, most likely Twisted Metal, are all on the way to battle it out with the Xbox 360 exclusives. So the PS3 takes this round largely thanks to games like Uncharted 2, God of War 3, and Heavy Rain that prove that the PS3 offers a more diverse collection of excellent exclusives compared to the Xbox 360. In terms of graphics and performance, the PS3 exclusives have proven that the power of the PS3 is not all bullshit anymore. That's it for round 10. Check out my new YouTube channel where you can find all my content, and follow me on Twitter. Stay tuned for the next round. LP signing out.